Hey guys, today on Know Your Produce, we're making deviled potatoes. They're so good and you won't even miss the eggs. Let's get started. So in my pan, I'm going to add some baby potatoes. These are red potatoes. I like using these because they kind of stand up like an egg would. You could also use Yukon gold potato, like a yellow potato. I don't really recommend an Idaho potato for this. They're a little too soft and you want more of a firm potato. So now I'm just gonna put them in an even layer and then pour in my water and let this come to a boil. Don't forget, whenever you're boiling potatoes, you want to start with cold water and then let it get hot on its own. So once they're done, I like to use a fork just to make sure they're fork tender. So they've been cooking for about 15 to 20 minutes. And once they're tender, get them out and put them into a bowl of ice water because we want them to stop cooking. Now we'll just set these aside as they cool, and I'm going to get started on chopping my parsley. I like using a chef's knife and then just rocking right through it and getting it as tiny as I can. Just scoot it across your cutting board when you're done using the back of your knife. Then we're going to cut the potatoes. I'm using a cheese knife. The reason I'm using a cheese knife is because I don't want the potatoes to stick to the knife, and they come off really easily because of that airflow that it has in the knife. Now that all of the potatoes are sliced in half, we're going to use a spoon. I'm using a measuring spoon. This is a half a table measuring spoon. It's round and it's perfect to scoop out the amount of potato that I need to make it look like an egg. And once you scoop it out, you just need to put it into a bowl because we're going to actually use that filling along with other ingredients that you usually put in a deviled egg mixture right into the mash of the potato, mash it all together, and then we're going to pipe it right back into these holes, and it's going to look incredible. You want to go really slow, and you want to make sure you're getting an even border around. Even if you do a little bit, that's even better because you want to make sure that there's an egg look to these. Because if you do a whole potato and you just have the skin, it won't look the same. The ingredients are going to vary due to the size of the potatoes. They can be bigger or smaller. All I know is I usually use 12 potatoes, and then I don't go over 1/4 cup of mayo, and I don't go over 2 tablespoons of vinegar. To give it more flavor, I also add in mustard. To give it color, I use turmeric, and to give it that eggy flavor, I also use black salt that has like that sulfur taste, and then I also do a little bit of pepper. And then I just keep mixing it to get to the consistency that I want. Something that's gonna pipe just like that egg yolk would. So I add vinegar as needed. So for this batch, I ended up using the full 1/4 cup of mayo, which is like a plant-based mayo. You can use your favorite mayo. I actually use Hellmann's mayo. And then I also probably use 2.5 tablespoons of vinegar. I always taste it because I want that tang, but like I said, you could use water or even your favorite plant-based milk or even a combo of the two if you want the tang, but not too much. So now you can see it's easily pipeable, it's creamy. I put it into a reusable pastry bag. I can easily wash this right after, and I don't have to toss any plastic. And I'm also using a 1mm tip, which is my absolute favorite. If you don't want to use a tip, you don't even have to. It would just have more of a rounded look, like if you used a round tip. And then you're just gonna pipe it right into these potatoes, and these are going to fly off the table. People are gonna be like, hey, who made those potatoes? Because everybody's gonna really enjoy these deviled potatoes. It's something different, but not. It's something that you typically have at your table during the holiday, but it's a better option and everybody can enjoy it. We hope you like this recipe as much as we do. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.